If you want something that's fancy enough for guests but still budget friendly, this chicken orzo is for you. And the best part is it's all made in the crock pot. This chicken orzo is creamy, has amazing Tuscan flavors, and don't worry, it's still kid approved. I'm Christina with eatingonadime.com, and we love making affordable recipes. Let's get cooking. For this recipe, you will need a crock pot. We are using the Drew Barrymore multi-cooker. I have it linked in the description below, as well as a post with all of our favorite crock pots. If you're in the market for a new crock pot, don't worry, we've tried them all, and we're gonna let you know which ones we love. Then we're gonna start with the chicken. For this recipe, you want 2 pounds boneless, skinless chicken breast. Now, if you don't like chicken breasts and you want chicken thighs, you can use that as well. Just make sure it's boneless, skinless, and the cooking time should remain the same. We're gonna dice this chicken into easy bite-sized pieces. So when I dice chicken, I slice it lengthwise first. Just to make it super easy. And then turn it, hold it together, and dice it. Now, this is the only knife you need in your kitchen. Trust me, friends, it's amazing. It's linked in the description below. Also, one thing to note, if your chicken breast is super fat, which I've seen them nowadays, there's some big old chicken breasts, you might want to fillet it first, which means cut it in half lengthwise, but today, mine is pretty skinny, so I'm just going to dice it up this way, and it's going to be perfect. All diced up, and then all you gotta do is dump it right into your crock pot. You want at least a 6-quart crock pot for this recipe so that the orzo and everything can cook right in. I would recommend a 6 to 8. That's gonna be your sweet spot. I'm gonna go wash up my hands and I'll be right back. Next up, you need some sun-dried tomatoes. Now these come in a jar. What I did is I drained it out, and you want about a cup. But as you can see, they are kind of bigger and longer, and this is going to be a mixed pasta, and sometimes that can be harder to eat. So what I like to do is run my knife through them, that same big knife that we love. Just run the fattest part of your knife through the sun-dried tomatoes, just to make them easier to bite. You can leave them whole if you just don't want to mess with it, but I promise this makes it easier to eat later. So this 1 minute extra step, if even that, is gonna save you a lot of energy when it's time to serve. Now, if you're sensitive to texture, or if your kids are, just throw these in a food processor. It'll make them nice and smooth, and you'll still get the flavor and the sauce without the texture. Dump it right into the crock pot. Add in 1 tablespoon minced garlic. Now you can mince your own if you would like. If you're gonna do that, it's about 3 cloves minced. And now for the seasonings, you'll need 2 teaspoon Italian seasoning blend. I have a homemade recipe in the description below. And now, just a little bit of salt and pepper. I like to do 1.5 teaspoons of salt, and then let's make sure I get the right one. Just 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. Only thing left to add is some broth. We're gonna add 2.5 cups of broth. Now that may seem like a lot, but the orzo is gonna cook in that broth, so you need it. Cover and cook this on low for 2 to 3 hours, or on high for about 1.5 to 2 hours. Now that might seem low, guys, but we're just getting the chicken cooked through, and then we're gonna get that orzo added. Okay, I'm gonna cook this on high today. It is going. I will see you in a few hours. It's been a few hours and the chicken is cooked through. Now, if you're worried that it's not cooked through, you can check it with a meat thermometer and just make sure that it's 165. Now it's time to add in the orzo. What in the world is orzo? I got you, let me tell you. It is a pasta that's really tiny, so it looks like rice, but it's not, it's pasta. And my favorite thing is it cooks so easily in the crock pot. Dump it right into the crock pot and add in 1 cup of heavy cream. Stir to get all these ingredients combined. And you wanna make sure that orzo gets into the liquid. Once you stir it, I just take the back of my spoon and gently tap it down to make sure all the orzo is in the liquid. And that's gonna make sure it gets nice and tender and not crunchy. Cover and cook it on low for about 20 to 30 minutes, and we're just waiting till that orzo is cooked through and tender. Once that liquid is nice and absorbed and the orzo is tender, we're going to add in the spinach. So I am using baby spinach. You want about 2 cups. It will have stems on it. I like to take them off. It's just my personal preference. If they do not bother you, you can leave them on there. It's completely up to you. We're gonna roughly chop this, so run that knife through the spinach again, just to make it easier to eat. So when I chop my spinach, I just kind of run the knife through one way and then I run it through the other way just to make it more bite-sized pieces. You can put it in there whole, but I find that it gets a little stringy and difficult to eat, so I like it chopped up. Then we're gonna just dump this in. Now, if you have picky kids, feel free to leave it out. That's perfectly fine. It's still gonna taste great without it. I like it added in just because it gives it that like nice Tuscany flavors with the sun-dried tomatoes. Then we're gonna add in, what is this, 3/4 cup grated Parmesan cheese. I forgot how much it was. Stir to combine the ingredients with the chicken and the orzo. We're gonna let this cook on low for just a few more minutes until that spinach is wilted and the cheese is melted. I will see you again in a few minutes. After a few minutes, it's ready to serve. Ooh, it looks beautiful. Now it's time for my favorite part, serving it up. Now this, in my opinion, is a full meal. It is comforting, it's delicious, and it's really filling. For me at home, when I make this, I just make it with a simple salad and that's all I need, and dinner is done. Well, let's give this a try, guys. That orzo is cooked perfectly. The sun-dried tomatoes add so much flavor, and the spinach just gives it a little something extra. Thank you so much for joining me today in my kitchen. If you like today's easy recipe, you are not gonna wanna miss this next video. All right, friends, I'm out of here. This orzo is calling my name. I will see you next time. And until then, don't forget, like and subscribe. And this recipe is linked in the description below.